everyone, I'm Erica. I am a mom of two, a certified personal trainer, and a blogger. I have my own website. I have blogs about fitness, diet, parenting, traveling, and some workout programs. So please check out my website. I have pasted the link below. Alright, so today let's talk about this topic, how to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. I have a blog post about it and it was a huge hit, so that's why I decided to make it to the video. I hope you find it helpful in your fitness journey. Alright, let's dive in. So is it really possible to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time? In other words, is body recomposition possible? This is a question I get all the time from my clients, and the answer is yes. It's challenging, no doubt, but it's definitely achievable. You need a dedication and consistency, but it could be actually simple as long as you have the right plan. Let me share my result and experience first. I began my body recomposition plan on January 4th, 2024, and after 3 months, I lost 2 pounds. I know what you might be thinking. 2 pounds in 3 months? That doesn't sound like much. And you're right. The scale didn't move drastically. I went from 119.5 pounds to 117.5 pounds, and I'm 5'4". But body recomposition is about more than just weight. It's about changing your body's composition. And that's exactly what happened. I gained 1.8 pounds of muscle from 49.8 pounds to 51.6 pounds and lost 5.3 pounds of fat. So which was from 28.9 pounds to 23.6 pounds, which is a 4.1% decrease in body fat. And I consider this a successful body recomposition. Okay then, so let me share what exactly I did to achieve these numbers step by step. For body recomposition, there are 3 things you must do. They are creating calorie deficit, tracking your macronutrient needs, and providing strength training. First, let's talk about creating calorie deficit. First, you can create a calorie deficit by consuming fewer calories than your body needs to maintain its current weight, while also ensuring an adequate intake of protein, carbohydrates, and fats to fuel your muscle growth and repair. I will talk about this more later because this is very important. While it's important to create a calorie deficit for fat loss, it's equally important to ensure that you're not depriving your body of essential nutrients. Crash diets and extreme calorie restrictions can lead to muscle loss and a decrease in metabolic rate, making it harder to achieve your goals in the long run. So you have to find out your numbers first. Let's talk about how to do that step by step. So first you have to find out your basal metabolic rate, BMR, which is the number of calories your body needs to maintain basic functions at rest, meaning the minimum calories you need to live. And then find out your total daily energy expenditure, TDEE, which is the number of calories your body needs to maintain basic functions with daily activities. Total daily energy expenditure is also referred as a maintenance calories, where you can maintain your weight. And this is a number that is influenced by your level of physical activity. And finally, create a calorie deficit of a few hundred calories from your TDEE. A calorie deficit is the number of fewer calories you're getting than TDEE. The number depends on basically how fast you want to lose weight. You can calculate the number of calorie deficit by adding 10% to 20% of your TDEE. One piece of advice here is not to exceed 20% of your TDEE for your calorie deficit to avoid losing weight in an unhealthy way. Furthermore, do not go under your basal metabolic rate, BMR. So let me share my actual numbers as examples, and I got these numbers from one of the apps I'm using, so you can find your favorite apps and you can find out your numbers. Here, I just want to show you the concept of all these numbers. All right, so example 1, I want to lose weight at maximum speed in a healthy way. So my BMR is 1,192 calories and my TDEE which is maintenance calories, is 1,639 calories. So my calorie deficit will be 328 calories, which is 20% of my TDEE, 1,639 calories. So my daily calorie needs to lose fat will be 1,311 calories. All right, so example two, I want to lose weight slowly. And this is actually recommended for individuals who are about to start calorie or macronutrient tracking. All right, so my BMR same, 1,192 calories, and TDE same, 1,639 calories. And here, my calorie deficit will be 164 calories, which is 10% of my TDE. So the daily calorie needs to lose fat will be 1,475 calories. So we've just discussed creating calorie deficit by reducing intake. You can also increase your calorie output through cardio and HIIT. So you can choose a cardio activity you enjoy, such as running, cycling, swimming, jumping rope, dancing, rowing, or even walking to stay consistent. So don't underestimate the power of walking actually. It's a great low impact way to burn extra calories. Gradually increase the intensity and frequency of your cardio as you progress. HIIT is a super popular way to work out, and for good reason. It's fast, effective, and you can do it almost anywhere. Basically, you go all out for a short period and then take a break and repeat. It's a fantastic calorie burner. Well, just to remember, HIIT can be tough on your body, so rest is essential. I recommend at least 2 days between HIIT workouts and definitely avoid doing HIIT on your intense straight training days. Listen to your body and don't overdo it. So you have a plan, but where do you start? Well, don't feel like you have to do everything at once. The first step is understanding your current fitness level and making adjustments that fit your life. Is this a big change or a small one? So, for example, when I began, I aimed for 10% calorie deficit and 5,000 to 8,000 daily steps. But if a calorie deficit felt too difficult initially, start with your maintenance calories. And similarly, if 5,000 to 8,000 steps seem overwhelming, begin with a more manageable goal like 3,000 steps. The key is to accept the need for adjustments, make them, and keep moving forward. As I progressed, I increased my calorie deficit to 15% and my steps to 8,000 to 10,000 daily. I also added HIIT 1 to 2 times a week. If 15% felt too much, stick with 10% or even maintenance calories, and you can focus on increasing your calorie output. Later on, I further increased my step to 10,000 to 13,000 daily, HIIT to 2 to 3 times a week, and I also added ab workout 3 to 4 times a week. Remember, this is just my example. Use what you've learned, create a plan that works for you. So, this first step of body recomposition, creating calorie deficit, is crucial. But remember, this isn't a textbook. Listen to your body. Rest when you're tired. If your energy is low, make sure you're getting enough nutrient dense foods, which we'll discuss next. So, next step is tracking your macronutrient needs. So, what are the macronutrients and why should you care? Well, you've probably heard of PFC balance, which is a balance of protein, fat, and carbohydrates. These are the building blocks of a healthy diet. When we talk about weight loss or fat loss, calorie counting is common, but it's only part of the puzzle. Your ideal calorie intake actually depends on the balance of these macronutrients. Well, think of this way, 2,000 calories from mostly carbs is very different from 2,000 calories with a good mix of protein, fat, and carbs. When I first started my fitness journey, I was only focusing on calories. Looking back, I realized my diet was seriously lacking in protein and carbs because I was basically living on salads with no meat. Sure, I lost weight because I was in a calorie deficit, but I'm positive I lost muscle along with the fat. Now, some people might be okay with just losing weight, but if you're in it for the long run, muscle matters. More muscle means a higher metabolism, which means you burn more calories even when you're not working out. For getting more muscles, that's where protein comes in. It's essential for building and maintaining muscle. And don't forget carbs and fat. They're not just important for daily energy, they also play a role in muscle growth. And carbs in particular fuel your muscles and help prevent fatigue. So starting macronutrient tracking can feel overwhelming, but don't worry, we'll take it one step at a time. First, let's focus on the fundamentals. So for protein, your goal is to include a protein source at every meal and snack for breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, everything. And for fat, be mindful of your fat intake. Prioritize whole food sources like olive oil, nuts, nut butter, avocado, salmon, and other fatty fish. And limit added fats, for example, by reducing intake of greasy meat or adding butter on your toast and certain oils. And for carbohydrate, choose whole whenever possible. Go for whole grains, which are less processed options. So, like whole grain cereals, whole grain bread, pasta. And these also provide both carbohydrates and fiber. And you can include a variety of fruits and vegetables for additional carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. So, once you get used to follow those rules, let's start looking at them by numbers. It's important to create a calorie deficit, but that does not mean that you only track your calorie intake. Remember, your calorie intake consists of all macronutrients. That means you can create a calorie deficit with different ratio of macronutrients so that you can ensure an adequate intake of protein, carbohydrate, and fats to fuel muscle growth and repair. Calculate each macronutrient ratio needs from the number of your TDEE with calorie deficit. While individual needs may vary, a common macronutrient distribution for weight loss or muscle gain is so for protein, 25 to 35% of total calories, fat, 20 to 30% of total calories, and carbohydrates, 40 to 50% of total calories. Again, if your goal is to lose fat, when it says total calories, it is the calories after subtracting calorie deficit from your TDEE. In other words, if you need to know your macronutrient needs while maintaining your weight, use your TDEE without any calorie deficit. So, for example, my calorie needs to lose weight slowly in a healthy way is 1,475 calories. So that means for protein, 25 to 35% of 1,475 calories is 369 to 516 calories. For fats, 20 to 30% of the 1,475 calories is 295 to 443 calories. So for carbohydrates, 40 to 50% of 1,475 calories is 590 to 738 calories. So now let's convert those calories from each macronutrient to grams. And I will use my numbers. So for protein and carbohydrates, it's 4 calories per gram and fat is 9 calories per gram. So for protein, it's converted to 92 grams to 129 grams. And for fat, it's converted to 33 grams to 50 grams. And for carbohydrates, it's converted to 148 grams to 185 grams. So as you can see, the number really varies and it depends on your body and goal. Well, fortunately, there's so many macronutrient tracking apps out there, so you can actually find your own favorite app and you can start tracking your macronutrients. But here, I really wanted to show you the concept of each number and how to track your macronutrients. And my favorite app is called Macros, so you can check it out. So finally, let's talk about strength training. I know some people find it overwhelming, but honestly, it's a secret tool for anyone wanting to lose fat and gain muscle. It's not just important, it's absolutely essential for this body recomposition journey. It's what tells your body to hold on to precious muscle while you're shredding your fat. It's what shapes your physique and boosts your metabolism as well. And it's what makes you feel strong and confident. So if you're serious about transforming your body, strength training needs to be your priority. Ready to learn how to make it happen? All right, let's go. So compound exercises are essential. These are the exercises that target multiple muscle groups at once, such as squat, deadlift, lunges, shoulder press, bench press, and so on. So if you're new to strength training, let's start full body workout to train all your muscle effectively in every session. So you can aim for 2 to 3 full body workout sessions per week, each lasting about 30 minutes. And focus on compound exercises using 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps per exercise. For a 30-minute full body workout, include one exercise per major muscle group. And you can maybe begin with 4 exercises and gradually increase to 5 or 6. Or alternatively, you can increase the number of sets and reps within each exercise. So here's a sample routine. Monday, squat, glute bridge, lat pull down, shoulder press, and chest press. Thursday, squat, reverse lunge, deadlift, shoulder press, chest press. Sunday, squat, front lunge, deadlift, shoulder press, pull over. So in this example, I put 2 days between each workout session, and that is because resting is very important for your muscle recovery and growth. So for other days, you can rest or active recovery, which is like you can do light cardio, like walking or just like light running. So I briefly went over about strength training, but if you want to know more, I have an ebook, How to Program Your Workout Plan, in my website. So please check it out. We have covered 3 principles for how to lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, which are creating calorie deficit, tracking your macronutrient needs, and providing strength training. But remember, everyone's fitness journey is unique. What works for one might not work for another. So please remember to listen to your body, make adjustments as needed, and celebrate your achievements along the way. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like the video and subscribe my channel. I briefly went over about this topic, but I also have my ebook in my website, which talks about this in details. So if you're interested, please check out my website, link below, Naka Naka Mom Fitness. And I also offer online fitness session, and your first session is on me. So please check out the website for more details. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.